Welcome back, everyone. Mike and I here with you guys again. Happy to see you or not see you.
Hopefully you're happy to see us because we're going to talk about something pretty cool today.
Yeah, and if you're not happy to see us, at least you'll be happy to hear more about racked branch chain amino acids, which is what we're going to talk about, obviously.
So the question I get a lot is obviously the difference between our original BCAAs and racked. So let's start from the basics because Logan is the master. He has all knowledge as far as bucked up supplements. I know that.
Supplements, I don't know about anything else, though.
No, I'm not saying
One trick pony.
So what are BCAAs?
Branch chain amino acids. Your body's comprised of amino acids. Well, so amino acids are the building blocks of protein. As everyone knows, protein is needed for muscle growth and muscle tissue repair. And so branched chain amino acids are 4 amino acids that you can get from protein, but like most of us don't like get enough of them. Well, especially people that are vegan or something.
Yeah, it's always good to have more too, and just in case you're not getting enough, it's nice to know, hey, you're properly fueling your body to build muscle and to get the results that you want when you're working out.
Yeah. Branched chain amino acids in general can help a lot with muscle recovery, muscle repair, kind of the same thing, increasing protein synthesis. So basically you're making more use of the protein you're ingesting. They can also help with muscle sparing. Say you're in the gym and you are there for like longer than an hour, or you've kind of run out of like your muscle glycogen stores, your body will naturally start pulling from like amino acids and proteins to be utilized as a fuel source. And that's really not what you want protein to be doing. It should always be geared towards making gains, essentially. And so branched chain amino acids they'll come in and give you almost like an extra layer of protection in that way. So you're less likely to break down muscle the way you don't want to. Obviously, you're going to break down muscle if you're planning on growing, but that's
so a lot of people take this intra workout. I also like to take BCAAs, with my meals or throughout the day, especially if I'm trying to burn more calories. I take the racked because it's got thermogenics in it besides the BCAAs. Is that correct?
That is correct. And the racked is actually perfect for that too. Little bit of history for you. A guy named Vince Gironda, Iron Guru, way back in the day, would actually have his athletes do something called like amino spiking, where he would have them drink branched chain amino acids, or sometimes essentially amino acids, like 30 minutes to an hour prior to their actual meal, because of that ability to increase protein synthesis. So it can actually help in that way too. And not all branched chain amino acids are going to be great for fat burning, but racked sure is.
That's right. We've added a couple ingredients besides the thermogenesis 6. I can't say that word. I'm like, how do you say this word? But I do know how to say the other one, which is L-carnitine and acetylcarnitine. So what is that going to do for people trying to lose weight when they're taking racked?
Carnitine helps basically utilize more fat for fuel. So like shuttling fat for fuel, so you're burning it instead of like glycogen as much. So that's one of the reasons why we suggest taking racked, especially for like fasted cardio, just to help you tap deeper into those fat stores.
Yeah. So I notice when I take racked, I sweat a lot more. Yeah. I mean, that's an understatement. I sweat like crazy.
Yeah, the first time I took it, I think you had a similar experience.
Oh yeah, it was awful.
First time I took it, I wasn't thinking like an idiot, and I took 2 scoops. I was sweating so much that I was like, what's going on? Because it was when we first came out with the formula, and I just I've never had like branched amino acids that have been fat burning.
Yeah.
So I didn't think to take it in moderation, because I'm not really a moderation type person.
Yeah.
So yeah, be careful with taking 2 scoops. But the benefit of that is it works. Like,
oh yeah,
your body temperature just skyrockets.
Yeah. So we did adjust the formula slightly, and that ingredient that really does that is the GBB. Is that correct?
Yeah. And to pronounce it in
he's
the annoying way is gamma butyrobutane ethyl ester HCl. Yeah. So you don't really need to know how to say it that way. It's just GBB. It's going to it can also increase, if I'm calling correctly. Yeah, it actually also helps increase natural carnitine production in the body. So on top of helping you sweat more, it's also going to increase the carnitine more alongside the carnitine and acetyl L-carnitine that is in the ract. So it's really a potent fat-burning branched-chain amino acid. Yeah. Like as far as I know, there's nothing else like it on the market.
When I'm trying to lose weight, I do the fasted cardio like you said, and I sip on it during. And, I sweat like crazy, and it's kind of a go-to besides our other product, which is heat. The ract is the way to go as far as a BCAA, that's got thermogenics in it. There we go.
Well, you should, that was good.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Enunciation is on point now. Well, you should say a little bit about how you utilize ract leading up to a show. And when he says this, know that Mike is crazy. So don't necessarily expect to have as insane of a weight drop as you do. But weren't you saying leading up to show if you need to drop weight because you've been doing classic and you'll say better than I will.
Yeah. Like I said, if I take 1 scoop of this right before my cardio, I don't notice it as much if I'm just sipping on it throughout the day. But I think it's when I get my body heated up, I just sweat like crazy. And it's to the point where I finish cardio, I go home, and like an hour after, I'm still eating my food, just dripping, because it is crazy.
It's insane.
So I know this works,
Well, I used to take it, so I used to serve at a restaurant, and I would sip it throughout my shifts, and I had to eventually stop because I'd be running around, giving people their food and stuff, and
you're sweaty.
I'm just like, this is bad. But I was really lean.
Yeah. So if you're looking for the ultimate BCAA racked, it's got thermogenics in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's got what you need for muscle protection and recovery. So go check it out at bulkedup.com.
Peace out.